right, I'm camera battling. No, she just got me mad. I'm camera battling. Woo! Look at that! Yep.
Here we are, Utterly Insane Productions.
What's that?
Yeah, that's going up on YouTube, you know.
Yep. We're gonna put this on YouTube.
I'm not offended. I don't care.
I don't even go on MeTube. I don't know.
MeTube. Hey, let's invent that one.
Alright, camera battle. Woo!
Alright, here we are.
Right.
Come on.
Hit the button.
Alright.
Okay. Okay. Take 3, I guess. Yeah, I think it's take 3 because I was out here about 3.5 weeks ago and couldn't get my damn camera to record. We were out here last week on Friday. Lost the footage for some reason because somebody didn't know what they were doing.
I don't think so. You just want to blame me because I've been blaming you for the past, I don't know how many weeks for shit.
It was your camera.
And then we tried to go live, and
then we were at my place and tried to go live, and it wasn't my computer issues. And we can't figure out. I can't figure out why it kept kicking us off.
Your place, so it's your
fault. It wasn't
fault.
my place. Kiss
so
my ass.
So
this is like take number 3 to try and get this done.
And we're out here.
And this time around, we're using both fucking cameras.
What kind of camera?
Doesn't matter. Anyway.
A fucking camera.
There you go.
We're out in Lake Mills.
I got Lisa over here and Tanya over here. We're at Aztalan State Park. This is Lake Mills, Wisconsin. And
actually, it's Aztalan, Wisconsin.
Well, whatever. Lake
ass
Mills,
on the lawn. Sit down, your ass will be on the lawn. How's that?
Oh, you want me to sit down?
And let's see, it's approximately, I don't know, 7:30-ish.
7:38.
In the evening.
On a Friday night.
On a Friday night.
Clear.
Where everybody else is out getting drunk and trying to pick up chicks, we're out here doing this shit.
May 5th!
Looking for ghosts and spirits.
What?
It's May 11th.
I mean,
May 10th.
May 10th?
It's May 10th.
Your camera's off by a day.
Yeah, I know. I said the time wrong. That's because the time is like AM and
it's
not
actually
PM
my
and so on
daughter's
and so forth.
birthday.
Blah, blah, blah.
26 years ago on this date, she was born, and it was Mother's Day, actually. So anyway, we're out here at Aztalan. Take number 3. And hopefully we can figure this shit out and get some actual footage up for everybody.
You should be able to see the...
Now, if you want to take and try to record these things here, then you can record these things here. These are the plaques that are out in front, and then this is the main...
What's the one right in front of you?
It's the site map. This is the main parking lot behind you.
It was built in 1100
You can actually park here without... You can actually park here without the permits.
Okay, what's the one next to it?
It says, "Welcome to Aztalan."
That's a historical landmark.
National Historical Landmark. That's the welcome to your ass on the lawn.
And this one is, I don't even want to pronounce that.
Cahokia Connection.
One of the tribes or something that was out here.
This is the Cahokia.
We call them Mississippian people.
Mississippian.
Mississippian. Is that like a Wisconsin night?
We're knights. They're Hippians.
Or hippies? I'd rather be a hippie. Man, I bet there's some pretty good grass
Oh, the sun's coming out.
Well, another difference is we're north, they're south.
We're the north.
So anyway, pretty interesting place. There's supposed to be a little activity. We had a few different things happen, but we'll see what happens again tonight.
Yeah, we did have your meter go off a couple of times, and we were actually filming it, and then all of a sudden it just goes. After he gets home, and tries to download the damn footage.
Oh, this is really weird.
Yeah. So what's weird?
He looks really, really yellow.
Yeah, it's because
That's
the sun's
the sun.
right in my face.
I'm standing behind a shadow of a tree.
He does look really yellow.
Yeah.
All
Alright, let's move on. We're going to pause
Yeah.
the cameras and we're going to move on and we're going to try to go to the so-called Princess Mound first.
Since we let's do this. Ran out of battery last time. We probably want to pause these things on our way to the Princess Mound.
All right.
No, Mark,
Go to
what's
the
yellow?
Princess Mound first. So here's a little background. The Princess Mound has supposedly, people have been up there and they've heard rattling. They go and look because they've heard it behind them, and they go and turn around and look, and nothing's there. They turn back around and they start filming or taking their pictures, and they hear the rattling again. They turn, and there's nothing there, and this keeps going on. All right, it's said that the princess's spirit, who was buried with 4, or was it 5?
3.
3?
3 belts around her.
Made out of
skeleton.
shells, seashells. And that's what you hear rattling is the seashells that are on her belts.
And she's walking up behind you with
Now,
her shell
also-
knife to stab you in the back.
Also, because she was buried there, which
Really?
was found during an archaeological dig. I'm not sure of the exact date. We'll have that when we go live. And she was
If
removed
we go live.
and taken to a Milwaukee museum. And then some of the local tribes were outside that same museum protesting, wanting her remains returned. So, you know...
Yes, because this is sacred Indian burial ground.
That's
sacred
bad juju.
ground.
Removing a body from a sacred grave like that, that's bad juju. You don't mess with these Indian burial
It's
mounds.
not just that. The fact is, you know, the Indian folklore is that the sacred grounds that the burials are on are protected by the spirits of the ancients.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
And that's what I was getting at in the beginning of all this. Who's to say that the ancients didn't get pissed and fuck everything up for us, so we couldn't do a show on this?
Never know. Let's see what happens. Third time might be a charm.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see what happens.
So anyway, all right, we're gonna pause the cameras and we're
Next time you see us, we'll be on the
head that way beyond the trees to see if we can find that princess mound.
burial mound.
All right,
All
so
right, pause it.
just pause them. Let's go. What? Are you having issues?
You said to hit this to pause it?
Oh, this.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Take 3.
I guess.
Yeah, I think it's take 3 because I was out here about 3.5 weeks ago and couldn't get my damn camera to record. We were out here last week on
Lost the
Friday.
footage.
Lost the footage for some reason because somebody didn't know what they were doing.
I don't think so. You just want to blame me because I've been blaming you for the past, I don't know how many weeks for shit.
It was your camera.
And then we tried to go live,
And then we were at my
your
place
computer
and
issues.
tried to go live, and it wasn't my computer issues. And we can't figure out. I can't figure out why it kept kicking
But
us
it was
off.
at your place, so it's
It
your
wasn't
fault.
my place. It was my
Your
ass.
fault.
So this is like take number 3 to try and get this done.
And we're out
And
here in
this
Lake
time
Mills.
around, we're using both fucking cameras.
What kind of camera?
Doesn't matter. Anyway,
A fucking camera.
There you go.
we're out in Lake Mills.
I got Lisa over here and Tanya over here. We're at Aztalan State Park. This is Lake Mills, Wisconsin. And
Actually, it's Aztalan,
Well,
Wisconsin.
whatever. Lake
Ass
Mills,
on the lawn.
Aztalan,
so now your ass will be on the lawn. How's that?
Oh, you want me to sit down?
And let's see, it's approximately, I don't know, 7:30-ish
7:38.
evening
Friday night,
on Friday night.
clear.
Where everybody else
Cloudy.
is out getting drunk and
It's
trying
cloudy.
to pick up chicks, we're out here doing this shit.
Looking
May
for
5th.
looking for ghosts and spirits.
What?
It's May 11th, May 10th.
May 10th?
Today's May 10th.
Your camera's off by a day.
Yeah, I know. I put
And,
the time wrong. That's because the time is like AM
It's-
and
it's
not
actually
PM
my
and so on
daughter's
and so forth.
birthday.
Blah, blah, blah.
26 years ago on this date, she was born, and it was Mother's Day, actually. So anyway, we're out here at Aztalan, take number 3. And hopefully we can figure this shit out and get some actual footage up for everybody.
You should be able to see the.
Now, if you want to take and trying to record these things here, then you can record these things here. These are the plaques that are out in front, and then this is the main
What's the one right in front of you?
one. It's the site map. This is the main parking lot behind you.
It was built in 1100.
You can actually park
AD.
here without. You can actually park here without the permits.
Okay, what's the one next to it?
It says "Welcome to Aztalan."
That's a historical landmark.
National Historical Landmark. That's the welcome to your ass on the lawn.
And this one is, I don't even want to pronounce that.
Cahokia Connection.
One of the tribes or something that was out here.
This is the Cahokia.
They call them Mississippian people.
Mississippian.
Mississippian. Is that like a Wisconsinite?
We're knights. They're Hippians.
Or hippies? I'd rather be a hippie. And I bet they smoke some pretty good grass back
Oh,
there.
the sun's coming out.
Another difference is we're north or south.
We're the north.
So anyway, pretty interesting place. There's supposed to be a little activity. We had a few different things happen, but we'll see what happens again tonight.
Yeah, we did have your meter go off a couple of times, and we were actually filming it, and then all of a sudden it just goes. After he gets home, and tries to download the damn footage.
Oh, this is really weird.
Yeah. So
What's weird?
He looks really, really yellow.
yeah, the
That's the
sun's
sun.
right in my face.
I'm standing behind a shadow of a tree.
He does look really old.
He looks like he's
Move
jaundiced.
on. We're gonna
He's
pause
got
the
yellow
cameras
jaundice.
and we're gonna move on, and we're gonna try to go to the so-called Princess
So-
Mound first. And
Since we
let's do the.
ran out of battery last time, we probably want to pause these things on our way to the Princess
All
Mountain.
right,
No,
we're gonna
that's
go to
what's
the
yellow.
Princess Mound first. So here's a little background. The Princess Mound has supposedly people have been up there and they've heard rattling. They go and look because they've heard it behind them, and they go and turn around and look, and nothing's there. They turn back around and they start filming or taking their pictures, and they hear the rattling again. They turn, and there's nothing there, and this keeps going on. All right, it's said that the princess's spirit, who was buried with 4 or was it 5?
3.
3?
3 bolts around her
Made
skeleton.
out of shells, seashells. And that's what you hear rattling is the seashells that are on her belts.
And she's walking up behind you with
Now,
a shell
also-
knife to stab you in the back.
Also because she was buried there, which she was found during an archaeological dig. I'm not sure of the exact date. We'll have that when we go live. And she was removed
If we go live.
and taken to a Milwaukee museum. And then some of the local tribes were outside that same museum protesting, wanting her remains returned. So, you know...
Yes, because this is a sacred Indian burial
Well,
ground.
that's
sacred
bad juju.
ground.
Removing a body from a sacred grave like that, that's bad juju. You don't mess with these Indian burial
It's
mounds.
not just that. The fact is, you know, the Indian folklore is that the sacred grounds that the burials are on are protected by the spirits of the ancients.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
And that's what I was getting at in the beginning of all this. Who's to say that the ancients didn't get pissed and fuck everything up for us? So we couldn't do a show on this.
Never know. Let's see what happens. Third time might be a charm.
Maybe.
Let's see what happens.
So anyway, all right, we're gonna pause the cameras and
Next time you see us, we'll be on the
head that way
beyond
the trees to see if we can find that Princess
the
Mound.
burial mound.
Well, we walked all this way to get to the Princess Mound, and there it is. And we can't get to it
until they're open.
unless they're open. Interesting little village here.
These are different cabins that have been brought here and reconstructed.
Sorry, we're going.
Coming.
Yeah, there's no things on. I'm not walking up through there. I'm trespassing to get thrown in jail.
What's the worst they're gonna do? Tell you
Throw us in jail.
No,
For trespassing
tell you that
on private property.
first
No, it's
they'll
public
give you a
property.
warning. It's a public
No,
property.
no.
They'll give you a warning.
No. They'll tell you the warning is this fence right here in front of us. See?
Yes.
We came up from that road and parked
See
on
this
that
fence
road
right?
because
No,
it was
you're
right.
not going to park on that road because that's a main road.
That's County B.
See that fence right there? Goes all the way around.
All I'm saying is that you get to park over there to get over here. That's fucking weird. Holy fuck. You are weird. Oh, this is fucking weird, Mark. Hold on. Hold this.
Like again?
No, that's me just handing it to you there. Hold on a minute.
If I'm not mistaken, it's an old Baptist church. Or Methodist church, one or the other. What's happening, Joe?
My ear is getting fucked right here, and then I come back over there, and the minute I get back to the ground, my hearing's back to normal. It's like, you know, almost like swimmer's ear. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Like underwater.
or like when you're on a plane or something, you hear yourself hear yourself talk real loud inside your head.
Yeah.
I was close to that fence, and it happened again. It happened up there, and then it happened again over here. And then I walked back here, and it cleared up right away. And then I walked back over there, and it came back. And now it's cleared up again. But it hurts. Right here.
Which is very odd because that's where one of your main vessels are. Is right there.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. But the meter isn't getting any readings over here. That's just you handing me. It's, you know, bouncing from handing it off. Where did he take off to?
Probably around the building.
See, he's such an anal retentive.
I have to agree with that.
In my younger days, I'd have taken a chance to find the fucking fence. What's the worst they're gonna do? Tell us to get out of here.
Well, we walked all this way to get to the Princess Mound. There it is. And we can't get to it
Until they're open.
unless they're open. Interesting little village here. And this is...
different cabins that have been brought here and reconstructed.
Yeah. So, see? Sorry, we're closed. Here. And this is the admission.
Coming.
see what I see?
No.
Look at the road down there.
Yeah, there's no things on it. I'm not walking up through there and trespassing to get thrown in jail.
What's the worst they're going to do? Tell you?
Throw us in jail.
No, the
For
worst they're going to do is tell you that.
on private property.
First,
No, it's
they'll
public
give you a
property.
warning. It's a public
No,
property.
no.
They'll give you a warning.
No. They'll tell you the warning is this fence right here in front of us. See,
Yeah.
see
You
this?
could walk from that road and park
See
on
this
that
fence
road.
right? No, you're not going to park on that road because that's a main road.
That's County B.
See that fence right there? Goes all the way around. The only place it's not going is that road.
Park over there to get over here.
So, that there's the princess.
Zoom in on those rocks over there to see what we can see what they are later. See them?
Yeah, there ain't much there. I'm zooming in as far as it'll go.
But her headstone or whatever it should say.
It's
on
right
that
up
rock up
there.
says Princess Mound on it.
Yeah.
Pretty tulips.
So, here's your meter. That's from you joshing it around. So basically, they're only open from
Yours gone up.
12 to 4. And there's a reception center. So unfortunately, 12 to 4.
Holy fuck.
You are weird.
Oh, this is fucking weird, Mark.
So, this is like an old church.
If I'm not mistaken, it's an old Baptist church.
Well, what'd the sign say? You got the sign right there?
My ears get stuck right here, and then I come back over there, and then I get back to the ground. I'm hitting back now.
And go down here. Let's see. It's the old, it's an old church. That's on part of the grounds. And that's the old museum right there. And that's still the Princess Mound up there. And there's those rocks that he wanted me to zoom in on. Zoomy, zoomy, zoomy. So, yeah, this is the old museum. It'd be cool to come out here on a Saturday and check the place out. Actually, that's a church too. Huh. Interesting. And get a film of the windows. Never know. Might capture something in the window. That'd be kind of cool, huh? So this little building right here is a church as well. And I'm pretty sure that's a church because you got the steeple on it right there. And yeah, these are the grounds that the Princess Mound is on. That would be kind of cool to actually catch something on camera. Because we're walking around out here and shooting in the windows. That would be interesting. Getting all kinds of noises from the cars going by. There's the other plaque. So anyway, hey look, apparitions, they're sitting at a picnic table. Holy crap. Alright, well I'm gonna turn you off again.
Over my shoulder, it looked like somebody was in trouble. Oh. That's why I stopped and turned around.
Now these were the buildings that were moved and to this location to be part of the museum that's here on the park grounds.
Yeah.
And they're all sitting here fenced in along with the Princess Mound, which we can't get to, unfortunately.
Can you imagine living in something like that?
That'd be pretty rough.
Especially in the 1700s, 1800s.
And in the winter time.
In the winter time.
Not insulated very well. We'd have to have fires going out year round, all, you know.
That was a fireplace. Oh,
Yeah.
fireplace.
Yeah.
That one's got an exterior fireplace.
Probably wood burning stoves,
No,
more or less.
fireplace.
Yeah, but they got it set up so they can cook over it type shit too.
Oh yeah, we probably got the swing arms.
Right.
Yeah.